know how to manage the waves or burst down the minion waves real quickly so that they can go and roam here. This might be the matchup to look for because they might be the ones determining the tempo in terms of who can get the turtles when the turtles are up.
Yeah, even when it comes to rotations, I mean, as a Uranus, you can cut so much faster than a Benedetta. You just go back into the lane, and you can even bait out opponents rotating to you. Make use of the space. Let the king do his thing, all right? Welcome to game number 1. It's a best of 3. Blacklist versus Execration. Hold up. Big team fight breaking out already. It's support on support violence. Chaknu already at less than half health. And yeah, it happened. This is a tank pack hero with a support Popol and Koopa on Etumax, and so far both teams staying to their own side. They're making use of already the Lethal Wanderer. It goes out. Stone Roamer on the side of Blacklist International. Chaknu has to call it a day real early, not even a minute in.
Yeah, Chaknu actually running the Purify here, and I wonder how he feels right now playing against an experienced tank, using a tank that we saw Chaknu play a lot in last season. Of course, we know Chaknu to be a great playmaker with the Kufra, but the first blood already, Edward, and it seems like he heard what I said. You know what? Renju's more experienced than me. Okay, I'm gonna take him out early in the game. First kill already for Blacklist, and this is gonna be good for the scaling of Edward, meaning that he'll be more effective by that time that turtle spawns, and there's gonna be a skirmish or a clash for that.
Sometimes grit is all it takes. That or execute. Love the usage of that battle spell earlier on. First blood going over to a Blacklist, awarding them about a 500 gold lead here. A minute and 30 seconds in. Hold up! There's Chaknu. He's pretty low. Getting pinned down by the bouncing ball. Gets a shield off of Pakiro. But it's enough. Venus gets the kill, but there's the revenge takedown by Kiel VJ. The king isolates the queen. And I'm liking so far the way Etumax is using the extra body. So it technically counts like they have 2 tanks in mid.
Yeah, and this shows that they've completely flipped the script on each other because Execration is now playing a more defensive-minded lineup while Blacklist is more offensive.
Yep, and right now, that's going to be Edward just poking the bear, seeing how much Execration can invest in this first turtle take. 2 minutes in, here we go. Edward popping the Electo final blow. There's the shadow kill. He's still alive. Down goes the king. Edward making the most of his spell. Vamp survives, gets the hell out of dodge.
And now Blacklist, they are upping the tempo here. They know their lineup. Blacklist is playing more like Execration, and Execration is playing more like Blacklist here. It's good that Blacklist, and especially Wise, was already able to get a kill on his YSS because of the fact that Kel VJ was already able to get a kill earlier. So now we've balanced out in terms of the gold and the farm for both of the carries right now. And one thing we have to look out for is, stuff like that! What a setup by Esson out of nowhere!
Chaknu gets caught. That's the thing that we miss. We haven't seen Kufra in a while, and now that he's back, Chaknu should know this. Chaknu is the one who plays Kufra so well from the previous seasons of the MPL. And now that he's on the receiving end of those Tyrant revenges, yo, your boy should watch out. And again, this extra bush right here that Esson is using, that wasn't there before. So now they can use this as a weapon.
Especially with that Kufra around. And Chapno's gonna bump into Esson again. I wonder if he'll take this duel. But yeah, he's just gonna poke him out there just to get away. Now, Blacklist International, what they have going for them in this playmaking heavy, high-tempo early game lineup is that they have the YSS ultimate, the Mountain Shocker, to give them the vision.
Yep, Oheb here, drops the Salmon Force. It's going to be enough to save him. The slow and the extra shields. Now there's the catch. Tyrant's Rage onto the king. He's going to suffer a loss, but the trade-out happens. Kelra to the rescue. Circling Eagle by Oh My Venus. Gets enough of a CC, but not enough to stop the damage. Edward with the revenge kill underneath the turret. It's just a 3-for-3 trade. People should not be pushing it when it comes to turrets this patch.
Dare I say, we've got ourselves a slobber knocker, a hot start to this match, and I'm glad that we finally got to see Kelra involved here because him and Oheb have really just been stuck in lane trying to farm up, which is as expected of their heroes. But you mentioned Blacklist International have to be careful when diving under tower against Kelra. Blacklist are a great tower juggling team and a tower diving team, but against an Alice, you really have to play it carefully because of the sustain and the stuns.
Yep, that and the patch prior to the one that dropped yesterday, you have more turret defense and damage coming at you if you're diving.
Exactly.
Now, 1v1, Edward versus Kelra. Nice use of the flow. Again, there's so much mobility on both sides here. given the Alice and the Benedetta, but one of them scales better. So I understand the pressure that they're trying to put. Now there's a 50-50 here, one turtle per side.
Yeah, and that's good for KLVJ because Wise is already 2-0 and 2. So Execration really needed to get that turtle to keep their scaling really close. Now, in terms of the gold, it's still a slight lead here for Blacklist International. But again, they're up against a playmaking tank Kufra that can really surprise Execration. So that's something Chaknu has to watch out for here. And even the aggression of Oh My Venus.
Here we go. There's the knock-up on to Oh My Venus. The Matilda has to back out. Here. Oh, Etomax wants a bite off-camera kill by Kelra. Here we go. He's in this.
Wow.
He is in knee-deep in Blacklist corpses. 3-0 currently, and Edward is the only survivor.
Kelra playing the Alice really well. See how Execration are playing like Blacklist International. The counter punch was so real for them. It was Blacklist with the initiation, but then Execration, they bought their time, they waited a little bit. Itomax was able to use the Bite-em Cooper really well to get a quick momentary stun onto, I wasn't able to see who it was exactly in Blacklist International, but it stopped their momentum. And the more important thing, that bought time for Kelra to rotate, who on that Alice with the flowing blood, with the Blood Ode and the Blood All will turn team fights around if Blacklist isn't careful.
Yep, so far, it seems like Kelra is their hope, and now we asked for it. We're gonna get it. 3-on-1 here. Wise going in, using the Traceless, using the passive to be able to get extra crits, able to take down Renzio even before he gets Consecration out. Chaknu here gets a shield. They're not gonna save this turret. It's gonna go down. I think they should take their time here, Reptar. Execration have to choose their fights very carefully.
This Izon and Chaknu fight is crazy right now. Izon's trying to read Chaknu's trying to read Izon. You even saw Eson use the flicker into the bouncing ball, or I think he was trying to go for a Tyrant's rage as well to try to stop the retreat of Chaknu. But Chaknu using the knockout punch to momentarily go forward closer to where Izon was so that he wouldn't get caught by Izon. It's little things like that, which is why I love this matchup right now.
Now they're going for the last turtle of this game. We'll see who can catch it. Again, there's good vision on both sides. Koopa's gonna get it. Now Etomax has to pray for his best friend to come back. Edward, he's looking good. Oh, Renzio's caught out. Nice Zaman Force laid down here by Oheb. Enough to take down Renzio, and that's gonna be the last turtle going over to Blacklist.
Miscommunication there for Execration. Renzio going a little bit, showing himself a little bit too early. Or maybe it seemed like the members of Execration decided to let go of that turtle and that play way too early. Renzio got confused and he gets caught out here. But speaking of getting caught out, Oh My Venus has to be careful. Oh, no, it's fine. KLVJ is just trying to psycho him out of there.
Yep. He's fine. He's fine. I love how Eson is making use of Kufra's kit to essentially shrink the map. Very small gold lead for Blacklist, but just the power of their engages now. Down goes another turret. Renzio, Consecration out of here, even pops the Purify. He knows he's in trouble. Now in comes Chaknu and a couple of members from Execration. It's only Kelra who's missing. Oheb gonna be dashing out. They catch Eson, but Eson is strong enough. Down goes Oheb with Chaknu's knockout strike, and even Eson Esports can survive an onslaught like that. 4-on-1. Now they're gonna trade for a turret. Reptar, is that worth it?
Definitely worth it. Oh, well, for Blacklist, that was worth it that they lost too, because Eson especially was able to buy enough time for Oh My Venus and Wise to be undisturbed in the bottom lane. Execration took their time trying to take down the two members of Blacklist, so now they lose a turtle, and this is what Execration needs to watch out for now. They really need to push this lane here, because if they don't, this is how Blacklist is going to beat them. Having that lane advantage on their side means they'll have a little bit more leeway and leverage to make the most of their situations when the next objective spawn, the next Lord spawns, excuse me.
Yep, we are about 15 seconds away from the first Lord of the game. And Execration, they understand that, Reptar. They're showing here their veterancy despite having new players on board. They know that they have to shrink or they have to fight back for the map. Because with such a small map, it's going to be so hard to contest. Right now, Chaknu opening up the borders. Mountain Shocker by Wise, trying to see where everyone else is. Oh, but I love what Edward is doing. Edward is shrinking the map just the same. He's fighting back. Look at this. Renzio has to go and clean up. Oh, but down bottom, there's a Zaman Force in by Oheb. Down goes Kelra. a little too early for an Alice to be going 3v1, and that allows Blacklist to be able to push back and start an early Lord.
And now because of this minion wave, it's taking Renjo time to contest this Lord or help Execration contest this Lord.
Oh, Chaknu's gonna get knocked out here himself. That's a 10 count so early on, and Renzo's gonna bite it as well. Oh, but there's so much damage coming in from Execration as well. They're pushing back, but Kiel bites it. The king is knocked off of his crown, and there is the wipeout. An early Lord going over to Blacklist International, barely over 10 minutes in.
And we saw the problem there for Execration. It was a 4v5 initially. Renzo had to take his sweet time, of course, to manage the minion wave that Edward pushed out there at top, as I was saying earlier. And now because of that, Blacklist was able to get into position first before Execration did for this Lord. If Execration isn't careful here, what we might see is all the inhibitors pushed, and then Blacklist just hounding around the base of Execration, waiting for them to make a mistake, and then they'll be able to end it there.
Yep, and right now they're going for the choke, taking this purple buff away from Execration. Oh, here's the fight now. Chakno goes for the knockout. Mountain Sharker by Wise. Oh, and they go in using the full force of that wall. But Renzio, a lot of Ionic edges placed on him. But when it comes down to sustainability, there's a lot on the side of Blacklist, as well as Kelra is a little too far to engage here.
Yeah, and Execration lost Kiel VJ. Oh My Venus is down for Blacklist. This 4v4 could actually go in favor for Blacklist.
And now they're gonna go for this turret first. Chakno gonna get destroyed, placing in by Eson. And right now that's one push in mid, a little dangerous for bottom as well. Precarious situation here for Execration. Even top, the lane management by Blacklist is out of this world.
Yeah, and I said it earlier, Blacklist will be able to end it here. They've taken down all the turrets. Execration are barely holding on here, Leo.
It's going to be a successful defense, though. They still have that base standing. Down goes Eson. 2-for-0 in this exchange. They're still in it, Reptar. Execration, they're not throwing away their shot.
Yeah, and the shot has not been thrown, but the turrets and the base has been blown apart now by Blacklist. They've lost all their inhibitors. The gold swing is massive. Despite all of that, it's a 5k gold lead. So it's a good thing that Execration was actually able to get a few kills to help swing the gold a little bit to their side. If they didn't get the kills on, I believe it was Venus, Wise, and Eson, then there would be a far bigger gold lead here for Blacklist.
That shutdown gold, very, very important. And Blacklist just shows that they know when to call it quits. They know when it's not their time to force the issue. If they got lucky, they could have ended right then and there. But Blacklist showing now that there's respect still for Execration, because a turnaround could happen at any time. Still, kudos to Execration. Again, one, great defense, and two, also, they managed their lanes and they have a little bit of the map left. It's somehow red now, I'd say 30 to 70 compared to the 90-10 earlier.
Yeah, and surprising with the builds here, Benedetta going for a more balanced build, mixing the damage with the sustain, already has the Blade of Despair. And Oh My Venus's Matilda actually picked up the book along with the Necklace of Durance and the Holy Crystal. So this is a balanced play here for Oh My Venus, more aggressive than support.
Yeah. If he picks one, circling Eagle in, it's gotta die.
Yeah.
It's gotta die, and I think that's what's important for Blacklist right now. Oh, team fight breaking out. Etomax gonna be back in, out of here. Edward, he has chosen his prey. He comes in, Eson locks him in. Edward gets the kill. That was a 3-on-2. Technically, it is Popol and Koopa, but right now, they are gonna go ahead and shrink the map once more, place the pressure on Execration. I gotta say, their wave clear, it's not the best, but I think they got something. As long as KLBJ is ready to pull off the shadow kill despite there being so many bodies. They have one last stand. Kelra gonna go in front here. Oh, pops the Winter Truncheon. They're still alive. Oh, he's taking too much damage. Zaman Force already in. Chaknu's looking low. In goes Venus. Gets destroyed. The base is still standing. There's so many minions here. They need to clear the way first. Down goes the king. Oheb gets him. Oh, nice jump in by Eson. Esports. And right now, Chaknu and Kelra, the only ones left. 3v2. In comes Etomax. It's not enough. Game over. Blacklist takes game number 1.
What a game! Welcome to week 2, ladies and gentlemen. The MPL is back for another weekend of great action.